So multiplying and dividing algebraic fractions is actually somewhat easier than adding and subtracting as long as you follow the rules. So when you are simplifying fractions, you're allowed to go top to bottom and diagonally, but you can't simplify left to right. So cross simplification refers to when you compare terms on the diagonals from each other and see whether there's anything you can divide out. So in this case, we've got a 7 and a 5v. So no common factors, there's nothing to cancel. If we look at the other diagonal, we've got a 2 and an 8v. We can divide both of those by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we rewrite them with the cancelling done. And then the rules with multiplying fractions is you times the top by the top and the bottom by the bottom. So then we have 7 over 20v squared, because remember we have 4 times 5 is 20, v times v gets us to v squared. Okay, with b we start by cross simplifying 3u and 9. They have a common factor of 3, so we're going to divide each term by 3. Obviously 9 divided by 3 is 3 and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Looking at the other ones, we've got a 7u and a 5. That's no common factors. So we rewrite our fractions simplified before multiplying. So top by the top, bottom by the bottom, we get 7u squared over 15. Next, cross simplify first. As always, we've got a 9 and a 4, no common factors, but we have a 5h and a 10h. 5h goes into both of those. So the 10h becomes 2, because there are two 5h's in 10h, and the 5h simply becomes 1. We rewrite. Notice there's no pronumerals left, that's okay. Times the top by the top, bottom by the bottom, we get 9 over 8. Next ones, we always start by cross simplifying. We've got 7n and 7n. They are going to fully cancel out to 1s. And then the other way around, we've got a 3 and a 4, no common factors. So we end up with a quarter times 3. Top by the top, bottom by the bottom, we have 3 quarters. Okay, with e, let's start cross simplifying always. 4x and 3, no common factors. 2x and 9, also no common factors. So we're just going to times the top by the top and the bottom by the bottom, and we get 8x squared over 27. All right, f, we're going to cross simplify. We've got a 7 and a 3r, no common factors, and we have a 10 and a 6r, which has common factor of 2. So we divide both of them by 2. So we get 7 over 3r times 5 over 3r. We times the top by the top and the bottom by the bottom. We get 35 over 9r squared. So division of algebraic fractions is just multiplication with an extra step. So the rule with dividing by a fraction is you can't do it, so you multiply by its reciprocal. So that's just the word for its flip. So we want to flip the second one only. If you flip both, it won't do anything. You only can flip one of them. So we have 7 over 10f times, so we change the division sign to a times sign, and we flipped that second fraction. So the 8's actually on the top and the 5f is on the bottom. Then it's just like any other multiplication that we've been doing. We check our cross simplification options. So we have 7 and 5f, no common factors. 8 and 10f have a common factor of 2. So divide each term by 2, we get 10f becomes 5f and 8 becomes 4. We're going to times the top by the top and the bottom by the bottom, which gives us 28 over 25f squared. In b, we do the same thing, flip the second one, and then we times them together. So check our cross simplification options. We've got 6t and 3, which has a common factor of 3, so we're going to divide each of those by 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, 3 divided by 3 is 1, so we have no common factors across the other axis because it's 4t and 5. And so we rewrite, we've got 2t over 5 times 4t over 1 times the top by the top, bottom by the bottom, we get 8t squared over 5. With c, same thing, flip the second one and then times them. Check along each axis, we've got 5q and 9q. We can simply cancel out those q's. And on the other way, we've got an 8 and a 7. So that's no common factors. So now we've just got another numerical one, that's okay, times the top by the top, bottom by the bottom. We've got 40 over 63. So here's just another few of those. We just flip the second one and times. So check our cross simplification, 5 and 8, no common factors. 3e and 9e have 3e as a common factor. So 9e becomes 3 because that's 3 lots of 3e is 9e. And 3e becomes 1. Now we just have numbers, 5 over 3 times 1 over 8, times the top by the top, bottom by the bottom, we have 5 over 24. With e, flip the second fraction and multiply, so 9 over 2y times 7 over 2y. We need to cross simplify, check along that way, there's no common factors. The other way, there's also no common factors, so we go straight to our timesing. 9 times 7 is 63, and 2y times 2y is 4y squared. And in F, same thing, flip the second fraction and change it to a times. Check along the diagonals, we've got 10a and 5, they have a common factor of 5. So we divide out by 5, so 10a becomes 2a and 5 becomes 1. And then we check the other ones, we've got a 4a and a 9, so that's no common factors. So now we rewrite it and we multiply out, times the top by the top, bottom by the bottom, we get 8a squared over 9.